Hello, Pinup Miami here, and I'm coming to you every Sunday. I try to bring something pinup related, but in the month of October, I am bringing like fun looks that you could do at home for Halloween or just to entertain your family at home because they're kind of fun. So today I decided to do the Bride of Frankenstein because it is a classic horror character, and I brought my little Frankie, my friend. Whoa! Yeah. And I got Frankenstein in the back. So hopefully he's gonna love the look I make. So make sure if you're watching to hit the like, a comment. Let me know if you have any questions. And yeah, so let's get started. I did this look a couple years ago, so we will see how much I remember. But yes, so we're gonna put it here with all the other little Frankensteins I got going on. And there you go. Well, hello, Jackie. So for today, I'm not really worried about my hair today because a friend of mine, Vivian, she handmade this. And look, you could easily, if you don't want to buy a wig, this is literally paper with tulle and create your own little Frankenstein look that we're going to just plop on our heads. Yes, but we'll leave that last because I don't want to get paint on it. Isabella, bonjour from France. Thank you for watching every week. I really appreciate it. What time is it in France? Let me know, Isabella. So we're gonna get started. I moisturized my face again because we're gonna be like painting our faces, and then I'm gonna put a primer. Because I want to make sure everything looks smooth when we apply it on our face. So I'm using the e.l.f. poreless primer. That there, all over our face. And then today I got the green lights in the background. Oh, so I'm just putting this all over. Oh, hello, Sarah. Oh, it's 9 p.m. on France. Oh, good. Watching me before bedtime. Alrighty, so we're gonna prime it up. Now I realized right before I did my live that I have no more stick glue because I did want to hide my eyebrow. You know what I just noticed? I didn't bring my mirror, so hold on one moment. I'm back. All right, so now I could see myself. Because if I were to go through this little camera, yeah. Well, hello, Sarah. My internet. I have high speed, no rain. Should be fine. Let me see here. Yeah. Fine. Okay, so thank you, Sarah, for always watching. Well, hello, Vivian. So I want to hide the last piece of my eyebrows because, you know, the Bride of Frankenstein has it going up. And I'm going to do it without glue. It's not going to be as nice or as flat, but it'll create the illusion of no eyebrows. It's not. Is anybody else having any issues? So brush your eyebrows. And then you're going to get soap. And I'm going to put soap at the end of my brows just to flatten them out. You can use any bar of soap. Let me just scrape it. And just scrape it on the top. And I'm moving it up because I want to make it as flat as possible. Then I'm going to take some powder. Trying to fill in. Hold on. This is the wig. Hold on. So here I'm setting this soap in because I'm going to cover it with colors. Yeah, glycerin soap. Ah! I'm glad you're not working today. It's not pinup related, but it's a you know, Bride of Frankenstein. So hello from France to ooh. Well, hello. Yes, my spooky vibe in my studio today, and I have little Frankie here. Also, my hair looks crazy, so that's a spooky vibe going. All right, so then we're gonna paint our face like I did 2 weeks ago, painting it like a gray white, and it's gonna go over the brows at the end. So we're just gonna have a neutral gray, and I'm gonna put it on this paper plate. I'm gonna mix white and black. So let's do that. And, yes. We're gonna mix. Are any of you have any plans for Halloween? Let me know. I want to know what you guys are going to be doing. Bless you. And if you hear pitter patter in the background, it's my doggy. All right, so make sure you mix your black and your gray and your white to make a light gray. You know, we want to look pale. We're part of the dead. I don't know, my connection looks, I have it streaming this time on 2 areas and I see it. I don't understand why it's choppy because I'm looking at it on my laptop and on my phone and I see it just fine. I'm so sorry. Oh, that's a little too dark. Let me see. I'm refreshing my Wi-Fi. All right, so now I'm going to look a little crazy, but we're going to blend it in. Okay, let me know, Sarah. I'm sorry. I thought I figured out the magic trick. Now, I noticed that my grays are looking a little dark, but I'm going to be putting white on top and creating highlights and shadows because we want to make it a glam, Bride of Frankenstein. So and make sure to cover your brows. I think I need to get an IT guy or something because I tried my best and I'm even paying for extra service, you know, extra juice. And I paid, you know. I'm sorry, guys. Woo. Now I'm just gonna do it to my neck because I'm gonna put on a dress for Bride of Frankenstein that goes all the way here. That's where I'm gonna stop for today. Oh. Hold on. There we go. Okay. Oh, I'm so sorry. Why is it not good reception? If anybody have any ideas, I'll fix it. But I even up my internet. I pay for the service. I'm so sorry. I'm gonna figure it out. I really thought, you know, this way would work the best, and I was willing to dish out the cash for both of these services because I wanted to bring the best to you guys and to make sure you guys could see me without looking already as more crazier than I look. Oh. All right, so we got this color going, but before we keep going, I want to add some dimension and scars. So I'm going to be using liquid latex, just a little bit, and I'm going to pour it in the corner of my plate. Let me cut out just a little hole. And then you're going to need some toilet paper. You know, we're not in a crazy toilet paper crisis right now again. And oh, it's right in front of me. Oh, there's a positive side. The audio is really good. So you're going to take some toilet paper and you're going to rip it into small, long strips. And then try to like squish it down into like a long line. And then you're going to pour it in to your latex and try to coat it all. And this part might be a little busy, a little messy, but I like the effect that it gives. You could also draw on, what I'm trying to do is the scars on your face. 1 ply, 2 ply, you can layer it on as much as you can. So yeah, like I said, it's gonna be sticky. And then I wanna put it like here. You could also use liquid wax, but I didn't have any, and toilet paper is cheaper. There you go, you're gonna create the little lines. Liquid latex in France. Do you guys have Amazon Prime? I got it at, I got one bottle once on Amazon Prime, any Halloween store, or on Amazon. This one was $8. Don't squeeze the charm. You're funny, Rick. So yeah, so here, and next week I'm going to be showing how to make my favorite zombie look that I do every year. So that's going to be I left the best for last. So yeah, so here you're just going to be getting little pieces and putting it where you want. So it could look like we're like painted, you know, stitched everywhere. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with the audio. I mean, with the video. I'm so sorry. I guess I need a little more because I spilled it. Do some over here. I'm going to zigzag it. And make it as thin as possible because for this, you only want it to look like stitch lines. And again, you could draw this part if you don't want to be all messy. Let's redo that one. And don't worry, this will come off. You could just pull it off when you're done with your Halloween festivities. Alrighty. Let me let that dry for a second. Hi, Laurel. I'm glad it's back. Now, once this dries, I'm going to flatten them down a little bit. I just don't want to touch it while it's wet because then it's just going to stick on my fingers and come right off. And then you can keep going down on your neck. On the neck, I'm going to show you how to do it without putting on latex. But I wanted to give a 3D effect. I wanted to show 2 different kind of ways of doing it. So I want to make it look, you know, like we connected 2 pieces of skin together to make our face. All right, so it will turn like a yellowish color when it's dry. And you have to make sure all of it has latex. If not, it won't dry and it'll just be paper. See, I didn't wait. Because I want to. So I'm just putting latex on it. So you would do this before you put your makeup, but I was just so concentrated in you guys talking about the internet. And I really want to make sure this, you know, it all works out and you guys see what I'm doing. Okay. All right, now, and you see latex is cool because when it dries, you can just go like this and it just comes off. Or you could buy a silicone brush and just put it on. All right, so we're going to wait till that dries. But while that dries, we'll do our eyebrows. So I'm going to put white all over. And I'm using the same face painting. You can get it on Amazon. I'm sure France and Amazon has it as well. And please trust the process. I know I'm going to look crazy doing all this, like I did last week with my pop art. And I noticed a couple of people left halfway. I feel like they thought I was going to look crazy. So here I'm just creating this to create a base for my eyeshadow and my eyelids and my eyebrows. And I'm painting over my natural brows just to hide them the best I can. All right. Then I'm going to go in for the black. And create your eyebrows and make them, you gotta look like you're in a roller coaster and you're like going really fast. And I'm using black because I want to attenuate, make everything just pop out. You see? So I create the bottom line first, and then I go up to the top. And this, you just have fun and do it however you like. And there you go. Ooh, I kind of went over there. Alrighty. Then I am going to use some black eyeshadow just to set the eyebrows and make sure they last. So, black eyeshadow. Just put it over. Alrighty. Then I'm going to get my eyebrow brushes that I use for my normal makeup because I'm going to put like some sultry, not sultry, like a smoky eye. But we're going to start off. Let's see, I have grays in this palette. Try to pick like a neutral palette with black and grays and darks. So I'm going to do, since we have white as the base, I'm going to use like a silver goldish silver color. And I'm going to put it all on my lid and just pat it in. Now you can go to the, if you don't have like these kind of colors, you could go to the dollar store and they do sell like little palettes that are like for smoky eye. So this metallic look, we're trying to create a glam, you know, because Frankie ain't going to hang around with no, you know, a crazy bride, a crazy looking bride. You got to be a little sultry, right? Just pat it in. Right. Then I'm going to take some light gray and just put it in the inner corners. And on the top, all the way to the back. And then I'm going to take a black or a dark brown. Let's do the dark brown. Just to create this smoky eye effect. So I always start in the back with a V and then blend it in. And for this one, you have to exaggerate it because, you know, go with the flow of your eyebrows going up. Ooh, a little dark. But blend it in. You'll be fine. Just keep it a little darker. Well, I'm trying to be scary. Scary and cute? I don't know. All right, so I'm just gonna make it a little darker on this side because the other side is dark. And then I'm gonna go in with the white again because I do want the inner eyes to pop. So just gonna go a little whiter. Yep. And a little bit under the eyebrows just to make sure that illusion of your brows is still there. And make them pop. And I'm going to leave my eyeliner for last because in case we start blending in the rest of the face, I want to make sure I don't run over that. Let's leave that right here. Okay, so then we have the eyes done. This should be dry now. Yes. So now the same foundation, the gray and black mixed to the color that you like. We're going to make that mixture again because I make it a little at a time because I don't need that much. So let me mix it over here. To black. So I'm literally grabbing it with the back of my paintbrush because these are paint brushes I'm using. When it comes to like the face painting, I don't like to use any of my makeup brushes because, I mean, yes, you could clean them, but I don't want to ruin them. So that's why I use makeup brushes. I mean, paint brushes. So I am going to paint over them so they match the rest of my face. And you see how now they don't move because they're super dry? And I'm going to blend it to the face with the sponge. And you can use whatever sponge you like. And again, so you can keep doing this down your neck, depending on what you're wearing. And if next week I'm going to be doing a zombie look, so I'll show you how I use latex to the max. It's my favorite look to do. I've done it for zombie parades, and every year I'm a different kind of zombie. So I'm excited for next week, as you could tell. All right, I'm almost done covering these up. I need a little more. Make sure all the white is covered. That's why you see me patting it, because, you know, toilet paper is textured. So you want to make sure to get every little crevice. All right, now we're going to take our sponge. And now I notice that like the colors seem to be two different ones, but once we like just blend, it's like how you do your makeup. Don't swipe or, just pat. Pat it into your face so it could blend in. Now with these Halloween looks, I know the videos are longer, but I try to make them as short as possible. So, but it's also nice to see how things are done in real time, because sometimes I feel when you watch videos, they skip a lot of stuff, and then you're like, how did the girl get to that step? Or I don't know, is it just me? But sometimes it's nice to see it in real time. Okay, so let me just put a little more here. All right, so you see how that looks much better. Oh, wait, what is that? I guess I, by mistake, mixed some black. All right, so what do you guys think so far? Yes, already scary. Oh, what did I do here? Don't want to ruin. All right, so then I am going to go in with my liner. Same normal liner that I use. My NYX Velvet Matte. And I mean, I always have an exaggerated liner, but you guys could tell I'm gonna exaggerate it. So I'm gonna and I try to go the same way as the eyebrow, so they both kind of like meet. Oh, I went a little thick at the end, but you see the difference between that and that. All right, so eyeliner is on. I am going to get my eyebrow pencil that I was using for my eyebrows and put some black under my eyes just to make my eyes smaller and more sultry. So I'm using this angled brush, and I'm going to pat it under close to the lash line as possible. So what I do is put it close to the lash line as possible, and then take a small blending brush after and blend it. I just like to apply it with this first because it's smaller and more precise. And I don't go all the way to the ends. I leave like a smidge. A smidge from the eye. And by a small blending brush. Oh, did I get paint on this? I get something like this, something small. Blend it by looking up. Also helps create, like, you see what a difference? More like a dead look. And then now bringing all the way to the innards makes your eyes. Yes. Oh, Brandy. Hi, Brandy. Okay, so then for I like to create some shadows and contouring. Again, you're gonna use the eyeshadow palette, And I'm going to use a black and dark brown. I'm using this palette that I got once. It's super cute. Isn't that adorable? I mostly wear neutral colors, so it's a perfect palette for me and for anyone. I don't know where they sell it. I got it at a local makeup shop, but I'm sure if you Google Rude Cosmetics, that's the name of the brand. But the makeup store that I got it from closed. All right, so I'm going to use a brush like this, like a blending brush, and I am going to create, you know what? First with gray, I'm sorry. With gray, I'm going to just on the top, like lightly tap some gray to create some dimension. On the top, just on the top, softly. Now I'm going to get like a brownish red. And go a little wider on the sides like this, you see? Just. And that creates like a shadow. Yes. Now while I have that shadow, I am going to take the red face paint with a little black. And I'm going to just make a jagged line by tapping. So I'm going to tap like this. Okay, more like this with a thin brush right on the center because we want to create it like, you know, we're sewn together. And we want the black and the red so it doesn't look as, you know, red blood means really oxygenated blood. You see them from far away, it does show like there is some, you know, disturbance in the face. And then I'm going to go in with just black. I'm going to clean out my brush. Just by going like this, because these are really, you know, they're meant for painting. And with some black, I'm just going to go in the same area. This will create a shadow, more dimension. All right, see? It could be this lighting, but this is, let's see here. Yeah. Perfecto. So then you're going to get a eyeshadow blending brush in black and just tap it. And wherever your cheekbones are, you know, you got to create some contour. Because, oh, that was a little too much. Okay, without ripping it. Yeah, something like that. Because, you know, now with the black, I'm just going to contour into my hairline just to create some shadows. So it's technically, but what I mean by contour is creating a darker illusion because we just face painted our face. But we want to create some dimensions to make it realistic. So with the black and / dark brown, I'm doing a bit of both. Again, in my hairline. It'll create depth to the face, making it more realistic. Whee! And I forgot to tap it. You can use a thicker one. But again, I don't want to use any of my real everyday makeup brushes. And if you're going to touch your face, make sure your finger's clean. And then using this to blend it in. Just some shadows. All right. Then I'm going to put a little bit on my nose. See, sponges are the best because they help fix any mistakes that you have. And they help blend. So. All right, so I feel weird not doing my lips, so we're just going to do the lips. Now for the lips, I also want to create some kind of dimension. So I'm going to mix, again, using the back of my thing, I'm going to get some black. Put it on my paper plate. Get some white. And I'm going to create a dark gray. So I want like this kind of mixture. This is my fun plate today. You see, this is what I was using for the face. This is what I'm going to be using for the lips. And I'm going to line my lips and fill them in with this dark gray. Now, a lot of other people like doing Frankenstein in the green Frankenstein pinup look. It'll be the same concept, but every time I say gray, it'll be green. So I did that. Woo. Just filled in your lips like normal. Line them how you want them. Let me take out the excess gray. Now I'm going to go in with black. And I'm going to create an ombre look from the outside in. So I'm going to line it in all black. And then bring in create little lines to ombre. And then go in with the white. And put the white right here and here. Now I'm going to take that same blotting paper that you were using. And if you find that you have, this is all, you got to keep trying until you get the mix that you like. Or you can do it all with the brush. It's just I have yes. And just to make it more dramatic, I'm going to just outline it again in black because what do you guys think so far? Let me know. All right, now you're going to pour a little more of your liquid latex onto your plate. And by a little, I mean just a little, like a little drop, because whatever you dropped before is already going to be dry by now. And this time we're going to use it as glue. And I'm going to use this string to create the little stitches. So I'm going to cut off a bunch of little pieces. So enough to make it look like I'm being stitched up. So yes, it's going to be quite a few pieces. So stitch. Or pour your latex after you do this so it doesn't dry. But it's not going to dry that quick. So I'm just cutting up a bunch of little pieces this size. Can you stay? Well, you'll see when I put it on my face. So I'm just chopping up a few, putting them on my table. Hold on. Maybe I should have done this before the live. Chopping up string. Chop, 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 chop. All right, if I need more, I'll do more later. So I have a bunch of little pieces. They look like this. And then what you're going to do is you could use Q-tips. I mean, you could use tweezers or, right, I don't know where my tweezers are right now. So I'm just going to be using these pin curl clips just to dip some of the liquid latex on each end. So I'm literally going to dip, you know, and then now don't worry about the color because liquid latex, you saw that it went clear. And then you're going to put it on. And there you go. Where did it go? Oh, it stayed on my hand. So I'm just going to put it on. And there you go. First little stitch. You can make X's. I mean, X's. I wouldn't do all X's. You can do all X's, but do a little bit of both. And what I love about the look with the liquid latex, it makes it look rugged and choppy, so it looks, you know, more realistic. I'm just going to use my hands, dip both sides. Dip it in. Now you could also do this with staples, but with the staples, you're going to have to put it onto the latex you previously did. You see? I don't know if you guys can see what it's looking at. And when it dries, you won't see the glue. So I'm going to put a few in, you know. There you go. Look at that. And here you'll know why the string size is important. You see how it looks like stitches. And with staples, get miniature staples, and that way they just hug your latex. You know, the previous one that you did. Come on. Can you guys see it from far away? And how I have my setup is with, like, I just cut up a plastic bag and put it on the table because I don't want to get any nastiness onto my desk. Come on, stay. See, that one didn't stay, so gotta redo this one. And in case you're wondering how to take this off, it's easily rippable from your face. Just don't get it into any hair. Like if you get latex onto your hair, it's gonna hurt, guys. It's gonna hurt. Yeah, the one time I put latex over my eyebrows. That's a big no-no. It hurts. All right, so you see? And again, don't worry about the white because it's gonna dry. And we're gonna also go over it with black eyeshadow to create shadows and dimensions. You know, create like a 3D effect. So this look is a little more complicated than just painting on stitches, but if you see, it's worth it. You could even color the different patches that you make different colors. Like colors, I mean like different shades of gray, green if you're doing the green Frankenstein, or different 50 shades of gray if you're doing gray. That's what I love the most about Halloween is you could create whatever you want, have fun with it. We're all here for it. All right. And for the sake of time, I'm making these really wide because I want to make sure you guys are not that bored. Oh, that was just my hair. Okay. Oh, I made these a little small. So yeah, I'm just still attaching little pieces of thread to create the stitches. Yeah, my fingers look all latexy. So yeah, so double dipping and applying. Hold it for a couple seconds so it sticks to the skin. And there you go. I'm gonna put a few more. And then we'll move on to the next step. Let's attach one here. Yeah, hold on. All right, so one more after this one, and then on to the next. I know. Yeah, so see how that looks? Pretty cool. It does look like little hand-stitched togetherness. All right. Now we are going, while this dries, I'm going to put on mascara and eyelashes just to top off the glam eye look. I'm using everything around me today. So I'm going to just apply mascara like normal. And now for these, you could use like exaggerated eyelashes. I'm using normal ones by Violet Voss. So let's see. Just putting glue on them. Pinup one day, you're always an awesome. How to remove the strips. Okay, Isabella. Thank you so much, Isabella. I should go to Paris after all this is over, and I'll teach a hands-on class over there. I mean, will you help me make that happen one day? I would appreciate that. But this is literally, after it dries, just how you see me going like this to my hands to remove the latex. It comes off so easy. All you do is rip it off. And it's not that bad as it sounds. Just don't get it in your hair because that does hurt. But yeah. Hold on. So I'm just going to apply the lashes. You could put baby oil. You know how you remove your lashes with makeup remover and a Q-tip? You could use that too if your skin is sensitive. And also make sure to test how the latex does on your skin before you apply it. Some people are allergic to latex. So yeah, keep that in mind. If you're allergic to latex, you can't use liquid latex. I'm just putting that out there in case it needs to be said. Yeah, test every product that you put on your face or your hair so you don't have any allergic reactions. Okay. And I do want to add a little highlight on my face. Let's do that. A little silver shimmer. I believe there's a little silver shimmer here. Yes. Because I want to add some shimmer on my nose. Yeah. Shimmer right here. Because I'm sure Frankie wants his girl looking good. All right, so that should be dry by now. Why am I putting the eyeshadow back when I need it? So now that the latex is dry, where the strings are, you see, oh, it's looking good. You're gonna get your blending brush, a small one again, you know, something like this. And with the dark gray, so I'm gonna be using something like this. Right where those string entrances are, tap them, you know, because we want to create a little shadow around each entry. Oh, where did it go? So I'm just softly, not too much. And I love creating things with liquid latex instead of the original, like buying it and just pasting it on with spirit glue, because it really moves with your face. You see I'm talking and it's not peeling. If you buy prosthetics or something that is meant to go around your mouth, it'll most likely start chipping off. But here you blend it to go to your, you know, contour to your own body and face. All right. And then I'm going to go in with just a little bit of black. Like this part is all about, you know, working with your, you know, the illusion of being stitched up. And I'm just hitting it with some black to make it a little more intense on the string because, you know, it just looked brown and clean. And then I love how the red pops up in between. And it looks like two different pairs of skin, but that's just the illusion of it. All right, so let's say you don't want to use latex or you don't want to use string, you know, or anything crazy. You could also create this with your face paint, and I'm going to show you as well. Now, for the face paint, you're going to use black, and we're going to put it going down. So let's say we wanted to go from behind our ear, you know, like this stitch. I don't know if you guys can see it. But then you'll just create the line. And next to the line, put a brown line as well, as close as possible to create dimension. You see, it's more than just a black line. And then you're going to create that same, you know, you could do crisscross. And draw it on. And then go in with some red and go over it in the center. So you see, this gives it more. This gives it more of an exaggerated but unrealistic look, which I love this. So go for this if you have time. I don't think I've spent that much time on it. All right, so that is the look. We're gonna finish it off with. If Vivian is still on here, Vivian made me the headpiece made out of tulle. So see, you can make things out of anything. I'm gonna prop it up here. My frizzies, tuck them in. Tuck them in. Wait, where's the white? Oh, there we go. And then I'm gonna get this soft. Well, I'm gonna put it on after, but you see. What do you guys think of my Bride of Frankenstein look? I should tuck in my hair a little more. Just moves around. There we go. Now that I have it on, I'm going to create, you know, put some more black eyeshadow around the wig to make it blend a little better, you know. I know this is made out of paper and tulle, but we can make it work. Let me bring it up a bit. There we go. All right, what do you guys think of these stitches? And my hair is still popping up on the back. But I love it. It came out really cute. And you're ready to hunt. Find yourself a little Frankie. What do you think? You know, I think he would approve. Now, fun fact, in case you're a Mary Poppins fan and a Bride of Frankenstein fan, did you know that the lady that plays the Bride of Frankenstein is one of the nannies in the beginning of the film that tried out to, or left being the nanny in the movie? Look it up if you don't believe me. I wanted to thank you all for sticking through. Let me see if you guys have any last minute questions. Oh, thank you, Vivian. Yes, Vivian, thank you for your headpiece. Yes, yeah, I like to always keep it with a pinup touch, Isabel. So, and I have a lot of hair, so it seems to always pop out everywhere. Let me know what you guys think about this 3D effect. So much better than just drawing it on. But I just wanted to show you. You see, people could touch it. It moves with your face. You know. And just like, well, guys, this is my look. I wanted to say thank you all for joining in and sticking it through with me. Sorry for the glitches in the beginning of the live. But yes, I really appreciate you all watching. And next week, I'm going to show you all how to do a pinup zombie, which I love zombie looks, so I'm excited. Make sure to listen there. And if you want to listen to my podcast, I have a podcast that airs every Wednesday on iTunes, Spotify, even on my YouTube channel. And make sure to listen to it at pinpodcast.com. And I love you all, and I will see you all next week. Keep it spooky.